In this video on PSAT, SAT prep, we will discuss the vertex of a parabola and how to know on what interval the vertex must occur. In this problem, we're given a function f defined by f of x equals x minus 2 times x minus 5. And we're told that the graph of f in the xy plane is a parabola, and we want to know which of the following intervals contains the x-coordinate of the vertex of the graph of f. And so here are just a couple of things that you'll want to know about parabolas. The first is that this particular equation or function is written in what we call intercept form. And so whenever a function is written in intercept form, it's going to be very easy to figure out what the intercepts are just by setting the function equal to 0. This clearly tells me that the first factor must equal to 0, or the second factor must equal to 0, and therefore I get the two zeros or x-intercepts, x equals 2 and x is equal to 5. Now, if I were to plot this in the coordinate plane, I would have one of my zeros at x is equal to 2 and the other 0 at x is equal to 5. And what I know is that the graph of this function is a parabola, and more specifically in this case, it is a parabola that opens up because it has a positive lead coefficient. And so I don't know exactly what this graph is going to look like without more information or without plotting more points, but I can tell you that it does look something like this. And the vertex of a parabola is the maximum or minimum point on the graph of the function. And so in this particular case, the way that I've drawn this, the function has a minimum point right here. This is the minimum of the graph, or otherwise called the vertex. And so notice that that vertex occurs in between the two x-intercepts. And so because the two x-intercepts occur at x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 5, I know that the vertex has to occur somewhere between 2 and 5 on the x-axis. And so by taking a look at the answer choices, notice that A cannot be the answer because we know that the x-intercept has to occur somewhere between 2 and 5, and no number between 0 and 2 also occurs between 2 and 5. Now, if you look at letter B, from 2 to 7 on the x-axis, well, notice that that is an interval that contains the interval where we are saying that the vertex must occur, and so B looks like a pretty good answer right now. Letter C does not involve any numbers on the interval from 2 to 5, and so that answer must be incorrect. And letter D also does not involve any values between 2 and 5. And so the only interval where the vertex could possibly occur is the interval between 2 and 7. And again, that has everything to do with the location of the x-intercepts. The vertex must fall in between the two x-intercepts of the parabola.